This is example 1 from lesson 1-1. In part A, we're supposed to write the set represented by the graph in set builder notation and in interval notation. Well, we can clearly see that the graph is the picture of all numbers that are greater than -4. And it's plain old greater than because this is an open circle, and then we can just define a variable in here like x. All right, our set builder notation, all right, it's going to require us to have some braces here, and we have to let the people know what our variable is and put in this little dividing bar in here. Remember, we read that as such that, and then the rule goes back here, and our rule is that x is greater than -4, and then we close off our braces like so. For our interval notation, okay, the number the most to the left on the number line that's included is -4, and then to the right, actually the arrow is shaded in, and so that means this one is going to go off to positive infinity. And then as for the enclosures, remember, we never put a bracket on positive infinity. We always put a parentheses on it. And then the -4 is going to get a parentheses also because it had an open circle. It was not included. All right. Now for B, we're given the interval from -infinity to -4/3, and now we have to draw the graph and then write our set in set builder notation. Okay, so I'm going to put the graph up here. All right. And it looks like our graph is going to go from -infinity to -4/3. So that means we got -4/3 here. Now, something larger than -4/3 would be, well, anything positive and 0. And then something smaller than -4/3, let's see, this is -1 1/3, so we could put -2 back here as being smaller. Okay. Let's see, 4/3 actually has a bracket on there, so this is going to be a closed circle. We do want to include it. And then we're supposed to shade this graph toward -infinity, which is to the left, and so that means that we're going to shade all of the number line just like this right here. And so there's our graph for B. Now, to write this in set builder notation, we need to know what our rule is. Well, our rule is all of the numbers that are less than or equal to -4/3. And we know it's equal to because that's a closed-in circle right there. And then we just have to define our variable back here. And then for our set builder notation, we're going to open up a brace and then tell our reader what our variable is, and then put our dividing line right here such that, and then we're going to write the rule. We want all of the numbers less than or equal to -4/3. And then we'll close off our braces there, and that's really an ugly close, I'm sorry. Okay, for C, we're actually given the set builder notation, and now we're supposed to draw the graph and then write this in its interval notation. Okay, so let's put the graph down here. All right, and you'll notice that X right here is located in between the numbers 1.6 and 5, which means that when we go to draw the graph, the area that we're going to want to shade is all of this number line right here that's in between 1.6 and 5. This is where all of my numbers are going to fall. Now, because we have a plain old less than here, we're going to have an open circle at 1.6, and because this is less than or equal to, we're going to have a closed circle right here at 5. And there is our graph. And if we want to write this in interval notation, the number that's furthest to the left that's included in my set here is 1.6. The number furthest to the right that's included is 5. Okay, 1.6 had an open circle, so we're going to put a parentheses on it. And then 5 has a less than or equal to, a closed circle, so this one is actually going to get a bracket.